Hi, this is Brad on the Montana Sleeper Channel. We are going to do a very basic CapCut tutorial this morning just to show how I put 2 or 3 videos together to create a short video. So open up CapCut first. When you open up CapCut, you are going to see this screen. From this screen, click on Create Project. When you click on Create Project, it's going to bring up this screen. So let's talk about what this screen is. First, let's put a name to this. These are the details of your video that you're creating. You can see right now the name is generic. So let's click on Modify, and we will name this CapCut Training. How about? You name it whatever you want to. This is your aspect ratio. What that is you can leave that as original if you want to. That is the ratio you're looking at, whether it be full screen or set up for a telephone, but it's basically how it was recorded or how you want it to show. So I'm just going to leave that to original. And from there, we are going to click on Save. So you can see now that it gave your video a name, and I'll talk to you about the path that it's going to go when we export it to a video. So for right now, let's talk about what you're looking at on the left side of your screen. On the left side of your screen, when you're clicked on Import, you click here to import your videos. When you import your videos, they show up here, which is your TV screen, and you'll be able to watch what it looks like. So let's import a couple videos here. Click on Import, and it will open up your computer to where you can go out and find uh, different videos that you have recorded previously. So let's go to, I have some raw videos here. This is just odds and ends of videos. Let's click on, say, 2 or 3 of those. Let's pick 3 of them. Let's click this one. We'll pick this one, and we'll pick this one. Those are 3 random videos. Click on Open, and it puts them into your media. Once it's in the media, you can do this on a couple different ways. Again, remember, when I click on that, that is your TV screen, and it will show you what you're looking at. If I click on this one, it will show you what you're looking at. If I click on this one, you got the idea. So down here is your timeline, and this is where you want to put your video. This is where you want to create videos. So we are going to create those videos. We're going to create those videos. We're going to you can put those down in your timeline in a couple ways. You can drag it and just drop it in your timeline, or you can move your slider bar right here to the end, and you can hit the plus key, and it will put it in your timeline. At the very end, you can move your slider bar out there and add the last one. So again, move that slider bar. You can either click it to move that slider bar, or you can grab it up here and just drag your slider bar where you want it. And that's a good way to watch what your video is looking at. So let's do some basic trimming on this. So I've got 3 generic videos up here. When I click on this video, you can see that it's got a highlighted bar around it. Click on this video, highlighted bar around it. When that's highlighted, that's the one that you're working on. So I'm going to click on this one and work on this video alone. If I want to shorten that video, see how my pointer changes at both ends to a bar? I can shorten that video. Say I didn't want the beginning of it. I also, again, I can look at it this way. I can say I want to shorten that video. When I click on that, I can shorten the video this way as well. Now I have that video where I want it. So this is what I want in that video. Now I can move on to the next one. I'm going to click here. Again, this is the video that I'm working on. You can see that it's highlighted. It's also highlighted up there. So we're going to shorten this drastically. I'm going to click here just to shorten it. I'm going to shorten it there. Now let's go to the other end of that video that's highlighted, because I'm going to get rid of a whole lot of this. I can do that in one of two ways. I can click, again, the highlighted bar. I can click here and drag it to shorten it, or I can actually cut it. And how I cut it, you'll notice what you're looking at here with my arrow, my pointer is at a pointer. If I come over here and click down, I can change that to split. It turns it into a little razor blade, so I can actually click that right there. It just cut my video. Go back and change it to my select. Now I'm back to the arrow. When I click on that, I can hit the delete key on my keyboard, and it deletes that part of the video. Now that entire video is only this long. So I've shortened it to do just that. Now let's work on the third video. I want to shorten this video. Let's move the slider bar over so I can see how it looks. I'm going to get rid of that first section where I first turn around. I'm going to get rid of some of that. I'm going to get rid of that much of it. So let's drag that part until it's gone. Let's see how it ends. Yeah, let's get rid of where I turn around there. Let's stop it right there. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so now we have our 3 short videos edited the way we want them. Now what I'm going to do is I want to add a text to one of these videos. So if I come up here to my menu bar, you can see they've all got a lot of different topics there. I'm going to click on text. I'm going to add default text. I'm just going to hit the plus key. You can move that around where you want it. So it comes and goes right there. And up here, default text, this is where you change it, is on this far right screen. So I'm going to click up there and I'm going to change it to, this is how I change the direction on my drone. Whoops. Help if I could spell. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. I can go down here. I can change the font size right here, or I can change the color. I'm going to change the color. Just click there and pick what color you want. I'm going to pick blue. I can come up here and I can move it. See how you can change that size? I can move it around to where it comes in here or down wherever I want to. That blue doesn't show up very well, so I'm going to go back to that and change it to green, that, or yellow. That changes just by however you click, wherever you click. And you can just look at it to pick what shows up the best for you. I'm going to leave it on something really obnoxious so it shows up. How about we leave it at orange so it shows up? Okay, so you can, again, come down here, change this, again, the same way that you change the videos, you can make those longer. So you can make that text stay on your screen longer, or you can move it. This is where it comes in. Again, the slider is what's going on with your video. When it gets to the text, you'll notice it pops in. So if you click on text, again, remember that little white line that goes around that, that shows when you are working on that, that shows what you're working with. So I'm going to click there and I'm going to go up here where I'm working with that text, and I'm going to click on animation. This tells what your text is going to look like when it comes in. So you just hold your pointer over the top of one of those and it will show you what it's looking at. So let's click this one. Click the down arrow, that downloads it. I'm going to click there. Now you see this little bar right here? That tells you how long it's going to last. So when I look up here, this is the duration. This tells how long it takes for that action to take place. So again, see, it gave you a little video, a little view of how the text comes in. Now I can also click back on that and click on animation again. I can also say, this is how it's going to go out. So I want it to come in that way, but I want it to leave, say, this way. Again, let's change the duration. This is coming in. This slider bar is going out. So now you've got your animation on your text going in and out. See how that works? Okay, so now we are going to put a transition. So when it goes from one video to the next like this, it's just not a constant, a very drastic jerk. So let's click right there. You see how my bar lightens up? We're going to click right there. And then we're going to go up to transition up here again in the upper left. Click on transition. It allows you to pick the different transitions that you want. If you see that little diamond up there, that is the pro version. So if that's the paid version of Capcut. So if you have the free version, you want to pick anything that does not have that little diamond up there. So let's pick one of those. Let's click this one. It does not have the diamond, so it's a free version. I'm going to click on download. See how it highlights that? Now to save you time, once that's highlighted, you can go up here. It shows your parameters for that transition. You can set how long it's going to take for that transition to take place. And if you click on apply to all, it puts that same transition in between each one of your videos. So you don't have to do it for everyone, or you can do it one at a time and do it for each one. So looking at how that transition is going to look, put your slider bar back behind the first transition and hit play, and it'll show you how that slider bar works. Now you don't have that really fast jerk between your video. Here comes your text screen. Your text is still on the screen, and now it's going to show you how the text goes away from your screen. And then it goes into your transition again. So let's put our slider bar back at the beginning of the video. And we're going to show you how to put in some audio, some media file. So here is your audio. Click on audio. It's going to show different music that you have choices of. I like slow instrumental music. So if you click here, you can do a search and hit slow instrumental. So when you click on each one of these, it will give you a preview of what you're listening to and how long it's going to last. That one's 4 minutes. This one's a minute and a half, minute and 40 seconds. So let's click on that one. Hit the plus key. Now that you've got your video, there's a couple things you can do. I'm sorry, your audio. Now there's a couple things you can do with that audio. Again, remember how we cut the other video? Go up here to this little pointer, change to split. That gives you your little razor blade. You can also cut the audio with that razor blade. So let's cut it right there. Go back and get your pointer back. Now hit the delete key on your keypad and it will delete that. So now you've got your short video with audio underneath it. If you click, see this white line that shows up? This sets your volume for that audio up and down. You can also change that up here on a slider bar. You can change your volume. You can have it fade in, you can have it fade out. And I'll show you when you hit fade in, you see in the lower left-hand corner down here, you see it, you'll see how it fades in. You can also do that on the timeline itself. Turn that little double arrow on right over that. You can drag it to where you want it. It's sometimes easier to do it on the fade in and out fade up here. This, again, this normalize loudness, that normalizes your volume so everything matches, but you notice that little blue diamond beside each one of these? That little blue diamond means that that's a pro version. So if you click on that, you have to have the paid version to use it. So once we've got that, we have created our video now. We've got transitions, we've got text, we did some animation to the text, and we put audio underneath it. Right here, this screen tells you how long that video is total. Our total video is 37 seconds long. So with that being said, a 37-second video, we are now have to find a place that we want to export it to. So in the upper right-hand corner, if you click on export, it's going to bring up this screen. Again, this is what we named it prior, and this is where you're exporting it to. So if you click here, we're going to change it, and we are just going to put this right on the desktop because we know what we named it. Click on select that folder. Now that that is done, you can click on, we know the name of it is Capcut Training, and we put it right on the desktop. We know what the resolution is. Down here, we are going to click on Export. This tells you how many pro benefits that are being used in this video. So I've actually chosen one, apparently, and sometimes you just have to go back and change what that pro benefit is if you have the free version. Click on Export. And this tells you how much time you have left, what percentage that you're exporting it to. Once it's completed, the export, we'll go out and find that on the desktop. And then we will play that final version so you can see that 37-second video that you just created. Right now we're at 80%. So there is our video that's created. Let's hit cancel and get out of this screen. Minimize this one so we can see where we're at. Let's go find that Capcut Training. There's our video right there. So we're going to take a look at that. This is the video that we just created. So that's short and sweet. I know that's a lot of information, but if you play with it, it's pretty user friendly. You just have to get in and play with it. If you have any questions, leave a message in the comment and I will get back with you.